Do you want to get stuck for the rest of your life working 9 to 5 in your current job? Or do you want to join this path with me of achieving financial freedom? Then keep watching this video. Hey everyone, and welcome to the very first video of my channel, Journey to Become a Millionaire. I am super excited to kick off this journey with all of you. Now, I know what you're thinking. Becoming a millionaire sounds like a far-fetched dream, and I was exhausted with the fact like how to start and how to get there, but the whole idea was daunting. Now, what I have learned for the past few months, I can see a clear path, and I want to take you all with me to make the first step from today. In this series, I'm going to share my personal financial situation, where I'm starting from, what mistakes I've made, and the everyday decisions that I'm making to improve. This isn't just about me, it's about us building wealth as a community. No fancy gimmicks or secret formulas, just real practical tips and strategies that we can all apply in our daily lives. Right now, I'm starting with zero, and I will be posting videos every week to share my progress. So if you're serious about achieving financial freedom and learning from both my successes and failures, so stick around, hit the subscribe button, and let's start this journey together. Today, I'm going to be completely transparent about my current financial position. I will break down my net worth, my income and expenses, but spoiler alert, my net worth is negative. But that's okay, because we all have to start somewhere, right? So let's dive in. Okay, a bit about myself. I currently live in Australia, and I came here as a student in 2019, and now I'm working as a full-time mechanical engineer. Now, before this, I had a goal of being successful in my career, gain experience, and work my way up on this corporate ladder and become a successful engineering manager in a bigger company like top tech. So my lazy mind went into this comfort zone that I will be working rest of my life, living paycheck to paycheck, which is not bad. Like, you might have a different opinion about it, but I always had this thing that I do not want to wake up every morning and live in this matrix of 9 to 5. That way I won't be able to achieve my dreams and live fully, like travel around the world and to live my life according to how I want. And then, however, everything changed until I came across this book, Rich Dad and Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Some of you may have heard of this book, some of you have finished it and following the steps of what the author has mentioned. That's great, you are already one step ahead of me. And some of you may not know about this book, but now I'm glad that I'm still starting early on this journey, and I want you to join with me and start from today. Okay, I'll be honest, I'm in debt like many people. I've got credit card debt, a car that I mortgaged, and other expenses that have piled up over the years. I used to spend a lot on things I didn't need, living paycheck to paycheck. I thought I was making progress because I had a career plan and I was working really hard, but I wasn't thinking long term. I was stuck in what's called rat race. So if you're working hard but still feel like you're treading the water, you'll know exactly what I mean. The rat race is something Robert Kiyosaki talks about in his book Rich Dad Poor Dad, is the idea of you get stuck into a cycle of earning money every week and paying bills, and you're trying to climb the career ladder. But we never really escape that grind. For me, it was meant that I was aiming for promotions and salary raises rather than thinking about building a wealth and getting out of this cycle. Now, this book was like a wake-up call for me. One of the key lessons that hit me hard was the difference between assets and liabilities. Kiyosaki says the rich buy the assets and the poor class, the middle class, buy liabilities thinking they are assets. And another thing that shifted my mindset was the concept of cash flow patterns. Kiyosaki describes how the rich, the poor, and the middle class handle their money differently through this simple diagram. Let me highlight it quickly. Kiyosaki shows how the poor and middle class spend their income on expenses and liabilities like mortgages, credit card debt, and car payments. Meanwhile, the rich focus on buying assets that generate more income like investments, real estate, or businesses. The difference in these cash flow patterns really opened my eyes to how I was stuck in a cycle of earning and spending without building any wealth. This was a wake-up call for me, and it's one of the key reasons that I started this journey to build assets and escape the rat race. At the same time, I was also listening to an audiobook, The Atomic Habits by James Clear, which talks about how small habits compound over time can lead to huge changes. Clear says, You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your system. That made me realize that I had big financial goals but no real system to achieve them. I was making decisions without thinking about the long-term impact, and that had to change. So I started applying from what I have learned from this book. From Rich Dad Poor Dad, I began focusing on building assets, things like saving, investments, and even developing new skills that can increase my earning potential. From Atomic Habits, I've been working on small daily habits like tracking my income and expenses, and setting automatic payments for transfers to invest. These are the small steps, but they're already having a positive impact. Now, I want to share some of the tips and strategies that I learned from these books that you can start using today. Number 1, track your spending. Just like in Atomic Habits, you need to start with awareness. Spend the next week tracking every dollar you spend. It will open your eyes to where your money is going. Number 2, focus on assets. From Rich Dad Poor Dad, focus on buying assets, not liabilities. Think about what you're spending money on. Are those purchases helping you build wealth, or are they draining it? Number 3, automate your savings. A small habit I picked up is to automate my savings, even if it's just $50 a week. Set up automatic transfers to a savings account or investment fund. You'll be surprised at how quickly it adds up. Number 4, create micro habits. Start small. James Clear says, make it so easy you can't say no. For example, if you're saving money, start with $5 a day or even $1. What matters is that you're building the habit. Number 5, invest in yourself. The best asset you have is your own skill set, whether it's learning a new software or getting better at managing your money. Never stop learning. So this first video is just an intro, and in my next video, I will be sharing my current strategy and plan that I'm applying right now, what assets I'm building, and what assets I'm investing on. This journey is not about me, it's about all of us. I want to build a community where we can share our ideas, tips, and strategies. So let me know in the comments what steps you're taking to improve your current financial situation and improve your finances, and let's work together to achieve financial freedom. If you're ready to start this journey with me and you liked the video, hit that like button, subscribe, and join the community. Together we can escape this rat race and build wealth for the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.